Okay, yes, of course, you have so many persons in the class that they never intended to study vet, and they're just there in this class to just stay through to the very end, they endure the course to the very end. But that did not affect their diligence or brilliance in whatever field they are dealing. So, but I know there are some of my classmates that they are just lackadaisical when it comes to coming to classes, attending clinics. They're just in their mind that let me just make this attendance and leave, pass and leave. And I felt it did not affect their seriousness in that area of life they are interested in, but it in a way affected their seriousness in their academics or in their learnings and how they pass their exam. They just pass sharply.
So, and some people also later adapted to the reality. They later developed interests in the course. So everybody is different. Some people were able to adapt to the end. They were able to understand the course to what will I say? Interest them, because why some people just
They all through to the very end. They never had interest in this.
So it doesn't mean that maybe they will. Some of them may later even practice at the end of the.
Yes.
But
no, the thing is all about practicing is that you might not end up, you don't know when you will practice, when you will need that certificate. You might think in your mind that, I think I'm not going to practice, I don't think I'm going to do this. But then an opportunity shows up for you to practice and the pays a lot. Yes, I have this skill also, let me practice. So I think
one of our lecturers once said that Dr. Tessie, there's a veterinary clinic, Dr. Tessie Veterinary Clinics at Jericho in Ibadan. She was nominated for the most unlikely keep practice, and now she had a very big veterinary clinic
in Ibadan.
And our clinic is one of the best
in Ibadan. Yeah. So someone in while she was an undergraduate, she was the most unlikely to practice in her class. Her classmate nominated her for that award. Now she's the one practicing. So what will you say about that? So I think if you have let's say a low attitude or low morale concerning the course where you enter, does not mean you will still not end up practicing. So that's my saying that.
Okay, so I would say that it's human medics have their challenges too. They have their challenges, but veterinary medicine is on another level because you have to study different species of animals. Like in 200 level, I had to study like 7 different species, anatomy of different species, and also the comparative anatomy. Not that I didn't just study them, I had to compare them.
The structure,
their
physiology.
Yeah. And even almost every day you have to do tests. The workload was a lot, and you have to be in class from 8 to 5
every
day, and it was a lot. I could remember one time when I wanted to do my viva, and the external examiner asked me to compare the scapula of a horse to that of other animals, and yeah, I did it though. But if you are not it took a lot for me to learn that. I mean, how do you want
structural differences?
During steeplechase, they could put any scapula on the table and tell you that which animal is the owner of that scapula. So you have to know that. And then in the area of diseases, trying to treatment, you can't just every drug is not suitable for every animal.
They are contraindicated.
There are some drugs that when you give to maybe a pig now, is known to be normal. You can give it to a dog and the dog will die immediately.
And even the dosage. The dose you will give to a cat is different from the dose you give to a dog of the same drug.
So you have to learn everything.
Yes, and these peculiarities is what really separate the human medics from vet medics. Because one, human doctors, you have the same doses they give both even male and female. But for vets, the dose of drugs we give to a cat is very different from the one we give to a horse, and very different from the one we give to birds. So, and these peculiarities, you knowing these differences and mastering them properly is what really separates and makes vet more cumbersome than human.
Even their physiological parameters are different.
Yes, the heart rate of different species different.
They are different, and you have to know them. So if you can't use the range for a horse for that of a dog, the dog might be dying and you think the dog is still living. So you have to know all those things.
I know what kept us going well despite all these challenges is that you know that you are going to bring something good out of it. You know you are going to be proud of yourself, knowing this so much and being able to offer services and solutions to problems of animals of different species. I think that joy that, okay, when someone brings their horse to you and you're able to provide solution, you're able to treat, and the owner is happy. And so I think that's one thing that kept me going forward personally, kept me going that I know I'm going to provide solution. I know I'm going to provide solution, man.
So for me, passion and determination kept me going, because it's not an easy journey. You can't just use only passion, but you need other things too. You need determination, because at some point you just be like, what am I even doing? I'm just tired. Can we just have a break, or just us end this thing? So I would say that passion and determination and God.
And yes,
the major.
and God's grace. God's grace. God's help to the very end. Because no, there'll be a point where your strength will fail, but God's strength will be there to perfect it. I think we do not receive enough respect that we ought to receive, and this is because people don't even know what vet can do. Because it's until you know the quality of what it means to study vet, that's when you can really respect those studying vets. And I feel it's not properly respected. And so one way to put this respect in people, this awareness that we are doing, and letting people know the quality, the importance, and the valuability of vets in the society.
So I would say that people, like you said, we don't get the respect that we deserve, and that's because in Nigeria, nobody values animal. So if they don't value animals, I don't think they will respect their doctors too. So once the goat is shivering already, I beg, let's cut the neck. Yes, it's one of the problems we have here. And another thing, we even have some people who believe cats are demonic.
So that's just.
You believe it? You don't want to treat it. You don't want so. The major problem we have, we don't value animals, and animals are part of the ecosystem. If the animals stop existing, it's going to affect us as you.
And balance in nature. For me, I think vet school is an overwhelming place to be, and vet itself is a very, very overwhelming course. Starting from 200 level, where we had anatomy, gross practical, where we'll be able to go to anatomy practical yearly formalin every afternoon. And coming back by 5 p.m. Vet school it crosses up by 8 and you end by 5. So, and imagine having that long straight hours of classes every day, Monday to Friday. Trust me, and you do it for 11 weeks. That is stress on its own. So, starting like that and getting to 300 level where you prepare for our first DVM exam, 100 level our second DVM exam. I think 400 level to our DVM part 2 exam was that year for me. If that was the peak of distress.
And test is almost every
my God.
Test.
Short guns, and long guns, impromptu tests. That's very, very, very.
Physiology almost every day.
Okay, for me, what kept me going? For me, what kept me going was my desire to want to practice and to make something out of this. And also, I won't but say that, okay, the grace of God, which is very, very important. But I will also say that my desire to want to finish this thing now, to make my parents proud that, okay, yes, the doctor is around. Oh, doctor, come and treat my patient. Come and do this. Come and do that. Doctor, okay, I have a pet. And that's prestige and honor from being a doctor. I think that was one thing that kept me doing.
So I would say passion and determination, because passion alone cannot do this there. If you have passion and you don't have determination, you are in soup. So I would say passion and determination. When your passion cannot take you anymore, your determination has to take over. So I would say passion and determination and God. That's what kept me going in vet schools. And the fact that at the end of the day, I will become a doctor and I will make impact in the community, the society.
Yeah, the impact of a vet is more than just even treating the animal. The impact of even being a frontliner and combating zoonotic disease, being that person to ensure the hygiene and public health of humans. So I think that's one reason why I'm studying vet.